B.O.S.S. The Radio Network.
What's up, everyone? This is Michael G. of Mike G's Insurance Group and radio personality of the G Zone on She's Balls Radio Network. Coming to you to let you know to check me out Tuesday, every Tuesday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I talk about life insurance, financial literacy, sports, and I give you my GIT, which is G's Inspirational Thought. So it's every Tuesday, 12 noon, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you there. Have a great day. All the time. Hey, what's up? What's up? Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry. My bad, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to She's Balls Radio Network. 24 hours, 7 days a week. Focus on topics to build, strengthen, inspire, as well as motivate men, women, and youth from the home to the conference room and around our community. I'm your host, Mike G of the G Zone. Baby! Yeah. I want to thank you all for being part of the show and tuning into the show. I invite you to call up on 443-272-5922. That's 443-272-5922. Join us on She'sBallsRadio.com. Listen us to TuneIn.com. Google Alexa or Siri by saying play She's the Balls Radio or Shoutcast. Follow us on Facebook at She's the Balls Radio. Follow us on Twitter at She's the Balls Radio. IG, WSTBRN. Twitch, Tumblr, WSTBRN. And if you go to She's the Balls Radio.com right now and you see the other platforms where you can come on board and listen as well. All right. Shout out to Deployed Rhetoric for this morning, 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. So go ahead and check them out as well. You can follow me on my social media platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, hashtag GFunk Junior for life. My Twitter account, I'll just be posting about sports, my sports accounts and so forth. Instagram and Twitter and on TikTok, I post videos about my day, what involves my business, important information when it comes to my business as well. Facebook, follow me on my Facebook. Excuse me, Mike G Insurance Group. I post various material that involves the life insurance business, and financial literacy. All right, everyone, let's get started. Before we get started, man, I played basketball this past Saturday. I haven't played basketball, run them down on the court, Southside, Blacktop, Lane Park, Washington, D.C. First two games was okay. Was doing fine, was okay. Haven't played in around still. I don't have my rhythm. A little off. Did have my own. But after that third and fourth game, man, my back locked up, my knees was hurting, my ankles was hurting. I couldn't move. Man, that drive home was treacherous. I was like, man, my back's still hurting. Like, I went and got some stuff for my back, got some relief. I didn't work out Monday or Tuesday. Like, I just couldn't do it. So hopefully I get myself together and go work out tomorrow. But yeah, man, haven't played basketball in a while, and it was fun. It was good, but my body was hurting, everyone. So supposed to be doing it every 2 weeks. I see how my body feels, but I don't know. Age 45, you haven't been out there. Wasn't like winded. I was just sore, tired. Body was hurting. So yeah. Anyway, today, everyone, I got a couple articles that I want to share with you all that I do in my I don't say downtime, my steady time. Yeah, downtime. Try to look at different articles on different formats that I use. One article is from the triple I.org. Well, it's not triple I's, III.org, Insurance Information Institute. This one, should I buy life insurance on my child's life? And the next one is from insurancenewsnet.com. B.O.S.S. U.S. Life Annuity Industries post 6% net income increase in first quarter 2022. Right? So let's get started with the first one. Should you buy life insurance on your child's life? I'm going to read the article that is presented. Right. The main reason for buying life insurance on anyone's life is to replace income, loss, or pay for expenses caused by the death of an insured person. If your child dies, there's no loss of income, but there will be a funeral, burial, related expenses that could run to the thousands of dollars, which might cause financial hardship to the parents of the deceased child. Another reason for buying life insurance on a child life is to guard against the possibility that when a child is older, he or she might not be able to buy life insurance because of the intervening illness and other circumstances. Still, another reason for buying life insurance on a child's life is part of a program to teach the child financial responsibility. Typically, the insurance is whole life insurance, owner of which is transferred to the child when he or she turns 21. Most insurance advisors recommend that families spend their insurance budget to buy life and disability income insurance on the parents first, before considering insurance on children's lives. Death of a parent, particularly an income earner, could have financial consequences that are devastating compared to the financial effects for a child's death. All right, let's break down for the second paragraph. We all know what life insurance is. Life is for the living, and like I said, that it provides a death benefit for the beneficiary, for the insured who passes away. Another reason for buying life insurance is the possibility that, yes, the child will get older, and yes, as we get older, sometimes we develop some type of health issues that can be genetic. It can be something that happens in a freak accident. You never know. So you do have plans out here that will lock in your child's insurability to make sure that that child, as they get older, they have the ability to apply for coverage with that insurability that they received as a child. Now, you only can do that with the carrier that you are with. You can't do that with carrier A, then go to carrier B. Doesn't work like that. So if you go to carrier A, let's say at the age of 8 years old, and you want the insurability rider, that rider is attached to the plan. As long as the child is living and they want to get coverage when they get older, that insurability rider comes into play, right? To lock in that insured's health status when they get to a certain age, right? Still another reason is child financial responsibility. Yes, as of right now, I am presenting 10-year paid up plans with Forza Financial. It's a great plan when you pay the premium for 10 years. You have a premium, and the individual, the child, has a paid up policy for the remainder of their life. Now, at the young age, they're not able to own the plan. But once they hit a certain age, 18 for some carriers, 21 for certain carriers, that ownership can be transferred to the individual, to the child, where they can continue to keep the plan. They can use the plan for specific, very emergency situations that come across, or they might have kids and they want to use it to help them with their child's college tuition. So you never know how that can be used, but definitely that can be used towards their financial responsibility. There are 10 pay and there are 20 pay. As of my witness, Force is the only carrier that I normally write business with that offer the 10-year plan. Right, 20 years, you pay the premium for 20 years. You had to pay a plan. On the last one, it says insurance budget to by life disability income. Insurance on the parents first, becoming before considering insurance on children's lives. Um, you do have some grandparents out here that are willing to get coverage for their grandkids. That is a norm within the industry. Yes, you may have parents that will get a family plan for their family, but you do have some grandparents out here that will definitely look out for their grandkids and make sure that their grandkids are covered because, number one, they believe in life insurance. Number two, they want to make sure that everyone in their families are taken care of, that is close to them. And number three, they don't know what their parents' plan is, right? Sometimes the discussion between the parent and the grandparent, sometimes it's not. It depends on situation. It depends on the family. It depends on the lifestyle of the family, on who's doing what, how individuals living, and so forth. So it depends. It depends. It depends. Right. If you want to know more about getting a plan for your child or for your children, draw me a dime, Mr. GINSREP@gmail.com. Or you can go to my calendar.com/Mr. GINSREP. Book your time, and we can go to the various plans that make sense for you and your family when it comes to insuring your child or your grandchild. All right? Or you can call up right now, 443-272-5922. All right, moving on, everyone. This was an interesting article that I came across and read. I'm going to read to you verbatim. In the first quarter of this year, B.O.S.S, U.S. life/annuity industry posts 6% net income increase in first quarter 2022. The U.S. life and annuity industry saw its net income increase by 6% in the first 3 months of 2022 compared with the same prior year period, fueled by declines in tax obligations and realized capital losses. This financial review is detailed in a new B.O.S.S special report. First look, 3 month 2022 U.S. life and annuity financial results. And the data is derived from companies' 3-month 2022 intern statements that were received on June 6, 2022, representing an estimated 91% of the total life and annuity industry network premiums written. Now, I am aware that the annuity business has increased because of individuals that are understanding and realizing that retirement is very important, and they're looking to supplement their retirement as they get close or they get near or look into the future on where they stand with their retirement. They want to make sure that things are in place. Sometimes the 401k might not be the only option. So you're looking to understand how annuity works, can benefit you, can be a supplement, can be another vehicle, another tool. Like I said, I gave my email earlier, or follow my social media platforms. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. All right. With that being said, I'm about to go on my first break. I'm about to go on my first break. And when I come back, y'all, I'm gonna finish the article that I was just talking about. Mike G on the G Zone. I'll be back. Yeah.
You could listen to one of those other stations, but what would your friends think? You could listen to one of those other stations, but what would your friends think?
Hey, I'm Jenny James for Neatly Done Carpet Cleaner. You've probably been home a lot more. Maybe you have kids like me who spill all the time, and you've noticed that your carpet's not looking so good. Why don't you call Neatly Done Carpet Cleaner? They use a dry extraction service, so you won't have wet carpet all day long, and you can get back to doing the things you love with your family immediately. And it's a way to make your room healthier while improving your indoor air quality. You can do tile, slate, granite, ceramic, area rugs, and yes, they're pet friendly too. Why don't you get a free, no obligation estimate today? NeatlyDoneSanAntonio.com.
She's the Boss Enterprises, in collaboration with Get It In Island Cuisine 2, presents WSTBRN, She's the Boss Radio's second Thursday's networking mixer. Every second Thursday of the month, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we will be highlighting a business once a month, radio opportunities, advertising, conversations, great food and drinks. So come on out and enjoy $3 rum punches, $5 Tito's vodka, and $7 catfish platters. For more information on this event and others, follow us on all our social media pages. Facebook, we are She's the Boss Radio. Twitter, we are She's the Boss Radio without the O. IG, Twitch, and Tumblr, we are WSTBRN. Or go out to www.she'sthebossradio.com. We make radio first so that your vision will be heard. If you would like to shine a light on your business during Second Thursdays, please email us at info@she'sthebossradio.com using the hashtag in the subject line, shine a light on it.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own. The internet's best choice for music. She's the boss. Radio Network.
Hi, everyone. This is Mike G on the G Zone on She's the Boss Radio Network 24 hours, 7 days a week. I was reading the article B.O.S.S. U.S. life and annuity industry post 6% net income increase in first quarter 2022. Let me continue where I left off at. According to the report, the USLA life and annuity income rose 3.9% from the prior year period, driven by a 2.7% increase in premiums and annuity considerations and an 8.6% increase in net investment income. It's pretty awesome in regards to where we came from, what we was doing, what happened to the world with the pandemic and so forth, and now we're in I don't say another pandemic, but the world is experiencing some difficulties, I'm gonna say. All right. Total expenses for the industry grew 7.8% as increases in surrender and other benefits drove a 7.2% rise in occurring expenses. When it says incurring expenses, that means that thing that businesses stand on the books, people to make an increase in their plans, which makes sense. Like I said, individuals, families are looking to secure a future when it comes to retirement that makes sense to them, right? The industry pre-tax net operating gain was down by 30.4% to $15.0 billion, but the lower tax burden and a $10.2 billion decrease in net realized capital losses contributed to the industry's net income spike to $13.4 billion, compared with $8.4 billion first quarter of 2020. Not bad. If you want to access a full copy of the special report, please visit. I'm gonna put this copy in my social media platforms. Well, I'm gonna post it on Facebook, my Mike G's Insurance Group. I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page. Right. Side note right here: B.O.S.S is a global credit rating agency, news publisher, and data analytics provider specializing in the insurance industry. It's headquartered in the United States. The company does business in over 100 countries with regional offices in London, Amsterdam, Dubai, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Mexico City. Right? For more information, go to www.ambest.com. Right? Also, I have another article as well. Very interesting, to me anyway, that I'd like to share with you all. How to save money on life insurance. Now, I'm not going to get through all of this. Going to read and break down each point. Let's see. It has, before you buy, it has 4 points. When you're ready to buy, it has 5 points. All right. Buying the wrong benefits for a low premium does not add up to savings. That's a good point right there. Sometimes when individuals are looking to get insured, they look at price, which I understand, I get, to want to make sure that it makes sense. But sometimes having a low premium doesn't necessarily relate to the type of insurance that you're required to have. If you're required to have a certain amount of insurance to cover the expenses of your home, then yes, you're going to have a premium that's going to match the amount of insurance that you're required to have. Not necessarily that it's trying to intimidate you, but if it's done the proper way and you do a need analysis, that's how you determine, well, that's how I determine how you supposed to have the correct amount of insurance you're supposed to have. Now, once you see that number, then we can always work our way down. That makes sense. That's within your budget. All right. According to the article triplei.org, let me blow this up so I can see, because you know my eyes are bad, everyone. There are ways to save money when buying life insurance, but they don't always entail paying a low premium immediately. As your top priority, look for a policy that meets your needs. Number one. Buying the wrong benefits for a low premium is a waste, not a saving. Beyond that, here are some ways to maximize your life insurance dollars. I'm going to read that again. Buying the wrong benefits for a low premium is a waste, not a saving. So this is from triplei.org. So when I sit down with clients, when I share that, this is backed up right here. So this is, like I said, this is a vehicle that I use to educate myself. So let's get into it. Before you buy, once you determine what type of life insurance product to buy, focus on financially sound companies. That's number one. That's all I contracted with, companies that make sense, companies that will have quality customer service for me as well as my clients, and companies that has been around that have a great AM Best rating. But let me read what's stated here, everyone. Dozens of companies sell life insurance. Limit yourself to companies with high ratings from two of the more independent rating agencies. A low premium from a shaky company isn't a good buy. Repeat that again. A low premium from a shaky company isn't a good buy. It's a link right here. How do I choose a life insurance company for more details? Now, we all know what companies out here are shaky when it comes to buying life insurance to get a low premium, right? You really got to read between the lines. You got to really understand what they're trying to do. That can be it could be online. It could be any courier out here that's trying to manipulate and trying to cheat the client and I'm gonna say cheat the client and just to get business, which is the wrong way to do it. Wrong way to get business. All right. Number two, it says shop around to get a sense of premium like you like it to pay. Quoting services on the internet may serve the purpose, but it's best you ask an agent. Ooh, I'm gonna read that again. Quote services on the internet may serve the purpose, but it's best to ask an agent, which is I am, Michael G, or broker, to get you a premium estimate that fits your needs. As part of this research, determining which rate class you fit into. Most companies that sell individual life insurance have several different price classes, usually called preferred non-tobacco, standard non-tobacco, preferred tobacco, standard, and standard tobacco. A small percentage of people have health conditions or histories that disqualify them from even standard rates. Many in this group will be offered insurance on an impaired risk or non-standard rates. Right? Now, me personally, I do not. If a person tells me that they're in tip-top shape, in great health, I'm not going to change the rate to fit what they have presented to me. I'm going to keep it as standard, whether it's standard non-tobacco or standard tobacco. For the reason being is that if I rate them when I sit down with them to complete the application, I'll say, yeah, man, you telling me that you're in good health, and man, we're gonna put an application as preferred non-tobacco. This was can happen. Put in an application, the underwriters come back and say, hey, this person is not preferred. This person is standard. So that means that's a different contribution to their plan. So you have to go back to that client and let them know, like, hey, you didn't qualify for preferred, you qualify for standard. And that client gonna look at you and say, well, you told me that was preferred, so why I gotta go down to standard? And you just lost that business because you thought the client was something else before going through underwriting. So all individuals out there that are agents, please start off with standard. All right. Now, if you're seasoned and you ask questions and you get information about their health, you can share with them, hey, there's a chance that you might be rated lower than a standard. I just want to put that out there so you be aware. So if that's the case, I'm going to show you two numbers that make sense. All right. So this number's going to be for here. This number is for like under the standard rate. Okay. So they can be aware so they won't be hit with the blind and so forth. All right. Those that are insurable, once you gather that information, you let them know that, hey, it probably won't go through because of your health. But what I can do, and this is what I do risk assessments. What that is that I will, I will gather information from the clients. I will reach out to the carrier that I'm presenting with to the client, and I send that information to the underwriters. In less than a day, they will give that information back to me. For example, let's say I have a male, 35, on type 2 diabetes, take insulin, and a pill, has some health issues, tobacco user, 5'10" and let's say 215. They would come back and give me if this person will be insured, and they would let me know that, hey, this is the product that this person will be insured with, right? And that will eliminate any declines that will happen if you're an insurance representative, right? Now, if they're rated in a certain way and they're applying for a certain plan, they might not get it, but to get insurance, sometimes they might be rated with a 2-year plan. That means that they will have 2 years wait to get their full benefits. But all insurance companies have a contestability period within the first 2 years where they can contest the death of the insured. They would just do their due diligence to make sure that the items on the application is correct and the death that happened to the insured was legit. All right. Looking to group insurance. This is a pretty good paragraph. I'm gonna let you all read that one. I'm gonna skip to number 4. Take care of yourself. Find out into which rate class you'll be grouped, and if necessary, consider making some lifestyle changes. Don't smoke, maintain a healthy weight, and receive exercise regularly. To qualify for the more favorable rate class. And sometimes your lifestyle plays into effect when it comes to getting insured. All right. Again, this article is how to save money on life insurance. III.org. Type in life insurance and you will find this particular article. When I come back, I begin to the second half of the show. Mike G on the G Zone. I'll be right back, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sound of today's business community. It's a dog-eat-dog world and only the strong survive. The challenge is navigating the ever-changing business environment to put your business in the forefront. So how does your business keep up with the changes? That's where She's the Boss Network comes in. She's the Boss Network is an internet media network that's been helping businesses like yours get the exposure that you're looking for at reasonable cost by way of radio and video. They'll help you stay successful by navigating change and seeing the big picture. After She's the Boss Network analyzes your business and marketing strategies, you'll start to see a media presence like you've never seen in your business before. And She's the Boss Network doesn't stop there. They use their findings to create a practical plan of action, a plan that will get your business from where you are to where you need to be. There you go. Lock those dogs up for good by giving She's the Boss Network a call at 866-494-5945, extension 101, or by checking their website at she'sthebossradio.com. Again, that's 866-494-5945, extension 101, or she'sthebossradio.com.
Hey, I'm Jenny James for Neatly Done Carpet Cleaner. You've probably been home a lot more. Maybe you have kids like me who spill all the time, and you've noticed that your carpet's not looking so good. Why don't you call Neatly Done Carpet Cleaner? They use a dry extraction service, so you won't have wet carpet all day long, and you can get back to doing the things you love with your family immediately. And it's a way to make your room healthier while improving your indoor air quality. You can do tile, slate, granite, ceramic, area rugs, and yes, they're pet friendly too. Why don't you get a free, no obligation estimate today? NeatlyDoneSanAntonio.com.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own. The internet's best choice for music. She's the boss. Radio Network.
Hi, everyone. I am back. I am back on the G Zone on She's the Boss Radio Network 24 hours, 7 days a week. Platforms that I get information from that I read, everyone. One of those on Investopedia.com. As I said earlier, III.org and InsuranceNewsNet.com. Those are three. I have a couple more. They're in my bookmarks on my desktop. This is where various articles when it comes to life insurance and financial literacy. I have more. I'm just give you 3 of them right now. All right. All right. Moving on, everyone, to the second half of the show. Oh man, oh man, God is good. God is good. God is good. Let's get into the second half, which is the sports portion of the show. If you have any questions, concerns, call up 443-272-5922. All right. First, I want to get into where I'm not going to get into. I just want to state what happened this past Friday, which was very, very selfish and like a slap in the face. Was totally disrespect. The Supreme Court on Friday overturned Roe versus Wade, effectively ending recognition of a constitutional right to abortion and giving individual states the power to allow, limit, or ban the practice altogether. That is so disrespectful. So disrespectful to women. Like, it's just Really is. I'm not gonna get into like my 2 cents. Just gonna read what I have right here in history.com. Roe versus Wade was a landmark legal decision issued on January 22nd, 1973, in which the U.S. Supreme Court struck down a Texas statute banning abortion, effectively legalizing the procedure across the United States. The court held that a woman's right to an abortion was implicated in the right to privacy protected by the 14th Amendment to the Constitution. Prior to Roe versus Wade, abortion has been illegal throughout much of the country since the late 19th century. Since 1973 ruling, many states imposed restriction on abortion rights. The Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade on June 24, 2022, holding that there was no legal or federal constitutional right to an abortion. Sad, sickening. Various women from the WNBA voiced their opinions. I mean, it's you turn around and gave women's rights for one thing, then turn around and say, "Oh, wait a minute, we're going to do this." Like it's very unfortunate. That's a woman's body. They have that choice to do what they choose to do, and God's the decision what they want to do. You can't. Moving on, everyone. That's terrible. This is the times and the days that we live in. Right? U.S. swimmer Anita Alvarez saved from drowning by her coach. This was last week. American artistic swimmer Anita Alvarez were in danger of drowning after losing consciousness in the pool at the World Championships in Budapest on Wednesday before being rescued by her coach Andrea Fuentes. I mean, she was underwater, and man, that's a scary sight to be underwater and you just unconscious. And she was able to be saved by her coach. Jumped in the pool. As you saw the 25-year-old Alvarez singing to the bottle at the end of her solo free final routine. She was given medical attention besides the pool before being taken away on a stretcher. She's making a full recovery. She's taking it day by day, and she's very, very grateful and blessed that she's still on this earth and was able to be saved by her coach. So glad you're still here, young lady. Take your time. If you're going to get back out there, just take your time. You get out there. Right? All right, moving on, everyone. NFL training camp. NFL training camp where we start July 18th for rookies. For some teams, July 26th will be for the veterans. That's right, yeah. July 26th will be for the veterans. All right. For the Ravens, Baltimore Ravens, rookies got to report July the 19th. The veterans will have to report on July 26th. The Washington Commanders, rookies and veterans, will report July 26th. I'm pausing because I'm like, man, I got for some reason that I won't be checking them out this year. But yeah, that's another story right there, man. That's another story. Moving on, everyone. College World Series, man. Ole Miss defeated Oklahoma, winning 2-0. The last game they won 2-1, and Ole Miss was able to claim and clinch and have their first baseball World Series national championship. Yep, that happened. I think it was Sunday. Yep, Sunday. They was able to beat Oklahoma and had their first national championship. So congratulations to the men's Ole Miss baseball team. All right. Stanley Cup. Oh, I can't. I was rooting for Tampa Bay, like I said, to go a three-peat, but unfortunately, Tampa Bay was able to make it a game 6 to take it back to Tampa Bay. But the Colorado Avalanche was able to close out in Tampa Bay by a score of 2-1 and win I believe, their third Stanley Cup in the history of Colorado Avalanche in the franchise. So it was a little bit disappointing, but congratulations to the Colorado Avalanche for becoming Stanley Cup champions. I wanted history to be made, but hey, at least they went back to back and was able to make it to the finals for a third. 3 years straight in a row, the Tampa Bay Lightning made it to the Stanley Cup finals. So shout out to them for getting there, but congratulations to the Colorado Avalanche. Right. Tennis, everyone. Wimbledon has started yesterday. I'm trying to watch some of it. It's kind of hard because some of the players, it's not because I can't pronounce the players' names. Is that it's no flame out there. It's no one that's on fire. It's like every Grand Slam in tennis, it's like a different winner, except for the men's side. On the women's side, we will see. As of right now, Serena's is in Wimbledon. She's scheduled. She should be on right now. But she's 40 years old. She got what? She has 23 majors. She's looking to get 24 to tie Margaret Court for the most Grand Slams in tennis history on the women's side. I'm gonna watch it because I'm a sports fan. I love sports. I haven't found my person yet to where I can okay, I'm gonna go with this person. The men's or I'm a Nadal fan, but all of them are getting up in age, and when they leave, who's gonna step up to the plate? Who's gonna take the role of being the next one in line for the men's and the women's in regards to tennis? Same thing with golf, men's golf. Nobody has put a stranglehold on, okay, this is the next individual or individuals that's going to, take over the next step. Like Tiger Woods. Tiger don't want to play. Who's coming up? It's been a different person winning a major ever since. So that's where I'm at with. But yeah, check out tennis, ESPN. The thing with tennis is that, man, you gotta catch some of the matches early in the morning because they in a different part of the world. So if you want to check them out, always go to ESPN.com, look at the TV schedule, and check them out. Some good matches though. I mean, it's tennis is a sport that amazes me because the running back and forth, the stopping, the up and down, the serving of the tennis ball, the wear and tear on your knees, your ankles, your back. You really gotta be in tip-top shape. I respect tennis players. They are athletes. It's no no, they don't do too much. No, that's you get on a tennis court and move back and forth and still have to hit the ball and be in tip-top shape and run fast and got to volley back. Man, that's a lot. You by yourself too. And I'm not talking about doubles. I'm talking about single matches. That's a lot to do. That's a lot to intake. So I respect them a lot, though. Go ahead and check them out. You want to come back? I'm going to speak a little bit about the NBA, and I'm going to give you my GIT. Mike G on the G Zone. I'll be back, everyone. Yeah.
You could listen to one of those other stations, but what would your friends think? You could listen to one of those other stations, but what would your friends think?
She's the B.O.S.S Enterprises, in collaboration with Get It In Island Cuisine 2, presents WSTBRN. She's the B.O.S.S Radio's second Thursday's networking mixer. Every second Thursday of the month, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we will be highlighting a business once a month. Radio
Hey, I'm Jenny
opportunities,
James for
advertising,
Neatly Done
conversations,
Carpet Cleaner.
great food and
Probably been
drinks.
home a lot.
So come on out and enjoy $3 rum punches, $5 Tito's vodka, and $7 catfish platters. For more information on this event and others, follow us on all our social media pages. Facebook, we are She's the Boss Radio. Twitter, we are She's the Boss Radio without the O. IG, Twitch, and Tumblr, we are WSTBRN. Or go out to www.she'sthebossradio.com. We make radio first so that your vision will be heard. If you would like to shine a light on your business during Second Thursdays, please email us at info@she'sthebossradio.com using the hashtag in the subject line, shine a light on it.
Beauty's in the eye. We complicate things when all along it's just perfect as it is. Beauty is from within. It's how you feel, not as how others see you. Skincare shouldn't be complicated. She's the Boss believes skincare should be nurturing, easy to use, smell delicious, feel refreshing, and look incredible. She's the Boss Cosmetics and Skincare brings you our botanical-based skincare line that's gentle, uncomplicated, and extremely effective for men, women, and youth. Feel confident and radiate a power glow that flows from the inside out. Exude an assurance that extends from the home into the conference room. Visit us at www.shes-the-boss.com or call us at 866-494-5945 to get yours today.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own. The internet's best choice for music. She's the boss. Radio Network.
All right, everybody, I am back. I'm in the fourth quarter. We got 2 minutes left. No, I'm just playing. Like 2 minutes left in the football game. Let me get to it, everyone. Serena Williams right now. She comes on at 12:50. All right, everyone, the NBA. Oh, before I get to the NBA, my Boston Red Sox, everyone. Yeah, I'm talking about them now. Yeah, that's how I do. We're in second place behind the Yankees. So far in the month of June, we are 17-5. It's a good thing. That's good. Yankees still 54-20. All right. NBA, everyone. I'm going to start with the NBA draft. I'm not going to speak on nobody team but my team, the Detroit Pistons. We selected Jaden Ivory. His mother used to play for the Detroit Sharks. So it's like, ain't that a link right there? Like, yeah. So he's going to be paired up with the number one pick last year for the Detroit Pistons, Cade Cunningham. Cade County, baby. So you got Jaden Ivory, Cade Cunningham. Yeah. And what else happened? The Knicks, they're going to trade us Jalen Duren and Kemba Walker, but we're going to buy his contract out. Like, we're going to let him go somewhere else and do what you need to do. Like, we don't need Kemba Walker. I don't want Kemba Walker. Let him go. He'll be all right. So, yeah. So, we got Jaden Ivory. This is my projected starting lineup for the Pistons next year. Y'all better watch out for my Pistons. Y'all heard it first on the G Zone. Man, Mike G did say something about his Pistons, man. He is a Pistons fan. Absolutely. Since 86. 85, 86? Yeah. Yes, sir. His projected starter lineup. Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivory, Sadiq Bey, Marvin Bagley III. I don't know about him, so I have / Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart is our enforcer out there. Yeah, that's the one that was going to knock LeBron out last year when he saw blood come down his face. I'm just saying. He wanted to. All right. So yeah, I was excited. Just got to put it together. We have an opportunity to make the playoffs. It's going to be tough next year, but I say in 2 years we should be in I ain't gonna say driver's seat, but we should be in a good position where we can make the playoffs, improve, and get better as an organization. All right. Kyrie Irving, he's returned to the Nets this year. What that means that next year he'll be an unrestricted free agent. Okay. Moving on. John Wall agrees with the Houston Rockets to buy out. He's supposed to be joining the Clippers for next year. If he does join the Clippers next year, That's a pretty interesting roster they have right there. Really is. Um, KD said something on, I don't know where I'm. Today's basketball players are different from the players that, if you're a Generation X individual that loves sports, it's different. Um, and I can relate some of the older players that played back then. Look at it like they being selfish. I don't think so. I mean, sometimes they do get carried away. But put it like this: you have social media nowadays. You didn't have that back then, right? So there's a big difference. There's a audience that in today's game they have that the players back then didn't have, and you have to understand that. What bothers me is when people just use that platform and say stuff on there that they just shouldn't. I'm like, I get it, it's there, you have an account, but you don't need to tweet or post everything or create a podcast and say everything that comes to mind to be disrespectful or you being your feelings that somebody said something on air. That's how it is nowadays. That's what's going to happen. I mean, either you take it on the chin, or for those that saying it, just don't say it. Say it behind closed doors. But then again, you say it behind closed doors, you got people out here that's recording, like just being cutthroat, just sneaking stuff, and just putting it out there. So you just gotta be careful. I do understand. But sometimes, man, some players, I'm not gonna get into naming names. Because sometimes I look at the messages, the notifications that come on my phone, or on my time of day where I do look at um, certain podcasts or look at certain tweets. I'm like, man, y'all don't got nothing else better than do just respond back. Or this is where I hear Twitter war, Twitter beef war. Like, how can you beef on Twitter? Like what are you doing? Like, you just typing, you hitting the enter key, or you typing and you pressing the up arrow button. I'm like, let's stop. I mean, I get it. I mean, if you have a conversation, reach out, call, like, hey, what's up, man? Not go back and forth on Twitter. And then what you gonna have? You got the audience, you got people that's following that individual. They gonna shine and say something. Then you're gonna read that, or somebody gonna highlight it and give it to you. Then you're gonna respond back. Now you in a Twitter beef war with a regular dude that has a 9 to 5, ain't doing nothing, just trying to get under people's skin. He or she. So watch what you do out there. I get it. Reason why I'm saying it, because James Worthy said something about the young cats that's out here. Say they don't appreciate the game. The game has changed. The game is different. Doesn't matter. It's basketball, football. Game has changed. Baseball game has changed. You got replay. Everything is replay. Hockey has replay. I don't know, that game has changed. It has intense over the last couple of years. I could say that. But like baseball, basketball, and football game has changed. That's the way it is. So be positive. Try not to say anything negative. And man, it's hard because I get it, because I know it's going to happen to me where it has happened. I'm not saying that I'm a celebrity or a star, but I had somebody have respond back, and it was just funny because to me, I'm thinking, like, man, I'm cool, I'm this and that, ain't nothing gonna happen. And sure, and somebody said something, and I'm looking at it, I was like, wow, people do have nothing to do. That's nothing to do at all. Told me that I'm using God or something else just to get sales. I was like, whoa. So you know what? No problem at all. I deleted the post, and then I respond back or I did not go back on that particular platform again. Like, I don't need that. I don't want that. I ain't about that. Right? Well, it's that time of the show, everyone, that I give you my GIT, G's inspirational thoughts. Get out your own way and get out your comfort zone. I'm speaking to myself mostly. Get out your way, you know. Allow the other individuals that's trying to come out of you to let them lead. Let them lead, because the one that's now, they haven't been, if you try and reach to a certain level, they haven't been doing what they're supposed to be doing. So this other you is coming in and speaking to you like, you know what? You need to take a seat back. You know, I'm trying to do this and you're not going with me. So get out your way, get out your comfort zone, and just go ahead and do it. If you fail, okay. I don't know if it's considered failing. It's like a learning experience, you know, and you just learn from it. But allow the other dude that's like the laid back, sitting on the beach with the. Nah, he ain't sitting on the beach. He just sitting in the house on the couch, just chilling. While the other individuals, you know, want to get out and just do things. Want to get out and mingle, want to meet, want to network, want to grow, want to learn, want to educate, and want to be the best individual that they want to be. All right, so get out your way, get out your comfort zone, excuse me, and just go do it. I ain't gonna say like Nike. Yeah, like Nike. Just do it. All right. With that being said, everyone, thank you. Thank you for listening to the G Zone every Tuesday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to be a guest on the show, the G Zone 2705 at gmail.com. That's the G Zone 2705 at gmail.com. Always follow me on my social media platforms. The AM Best article I'm gonna post it on my Mike G's Insurance Group. And with that said, everyone, next week I will not be here next week. All right, I will not be here next week. 4th of July weekend. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just playing. Let me stop. I do know what's gonna happen. I don't want y'all put anything out there like, man, what? What are you talking about? So next week I won't be here. I will return the 12th. Yeah, I return the 12th. All right. This is Mike G signing off. Y'all have a great day. If you're on the East Coast of Baltimore, enjoy this weather. All the time. Something small, but not too heavy. Y'all take it easy. Peace.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own. The internet's best choice for music. She's the boss. Radio Network.